All right. Welcome to Bold Moves Radio, the program Minkondzo Tinghwazi, Footprints of Legends. Nilapha kume amkela hinkwenu vayingiseri va hina va kahle, and our viewers, of course, va Bold Moves Radio. Thank you so very much. Thank you joining us on on Facebook and also on YouTube and also on radio. Please, thank you so very much for coming through. We're going to take a journey with one of the legendary women in our nation, and we're going to have a great time. Nibabla imani madam lama longari wasati lwenu nhloniphaka swinene, nhloniphaka migingiriko ya yena. Rebecca Ntsangwisa, affectionately known namuhla aka Mama BEKA, lava nga tswariwa le aZanini kwala province ya Limpopo, Zanini in Limpopo province in South Africa, and she has devoted her life to helping people in her community, addressing health, educational, and even housing challenges. All those challenges, I'm telling you, when you talk of Mama BEKA, you're talking of her. And she's formerly radio talk show host. She connected people with needed resources, and that is what we know more about her. And since BEKA, I would please ask because I hear it clearly, so that it's not disturbing you. We want to hear you clearly. Thank you so very much. I must be honest, she's formerly a radio talk show host, and she worked so much with the SABC for many good years and connected people with needed resources. And we just celebrate this woman tonight. She started a soccer for grannies, a soccer team for grannies called Bakegula to improve the health and wellness of older women when Mama BEKA was ongoing treatment for her colon cancer. So having a challenge of colon cancer and health issues, she thought it wise to make sure that she goes all out to make sure that she is helping elderly people, most especially grannies, when it comes to improving their health. She's also a recipient of countless awards. I'm talking of local, national, and international award. Also, one of the biggest award is the Order of the Baobab Award, presented by the President of the Republic of South Africa. This is just to mention but a few. And I must say, because I have history with Mama BEKA, we have come a long way. When I joined the public broadcast, I found her there. But even before then, when I was in business, in construction, she came and she presented the needs of people, and we managed to put up structures. We managed to make some bowls. I must be honest, the first time to encounter Mama BEKA, it was her seeking for help for other people, not for herself. And that, I'm telling you, is so amazing. She's a selfless, big-hearted individual that I celebrate and appreciate. And that is why tonight, ladies and gentlemen, help me as we welcome this wonderful and great woman of the soil, and that is none other but Mama BEKA Ntsangwisa. And she will, when she was on radio, she will say, "Ningwana Reni," you know, she loves her dad so much. Says BEKA, good evening and welcome to Minkondzo Tinghwazi.
Cancer, Pastor Strike, and Nalekati viewers. You know, Pastor Strike, I'm surprised because we have so many followers. Even in America, they're watching us now. Togo, Denmark. I mean, I think it's good.
That's good. In fact, it's because of you. It's because of your works.
I know, because of God.
No, you know, God does not work in silos. He does not work nowhere. It does not work with trees. He works with people, and people must say yes. And we boldly and gladly say, you are a vessel. You allowed God to use you, and that is why we celebrate you, Mama BEKA. And In a nutshell, I know the first time I met you, it was about you seeking help, not for yourself, but for other people.
2002.
2002. And I must be honest, we did quite
Yes.
a number of projects. And while I was still in construction, and you continued, and we have seen things. But today, we just want to take this time, Mama BEKA. You know, my program Minkondzo Tinghwazi, which I brought to the public broadcaster then. It's my brainchild that I'm so passionate about, and it is about celebrating people like yourself who goes out of the way to touch the lives of others. And I could not do that while you were with the SABC, because you were my colleague, and it will be like biased to pick up one of my colleagues and celebrate them. But today, on Bold Moves Radio, we have this honor and this privilege of making sure that we celebrate you together with the world. But tell us in your own words, Imani Shana, look, Mama BEKA, in 2 minutes, just tell us briefly about yourself.
Mama BEKA, because Mama Abajonsa high school, and my dad was a student at the University of the North, and then so Baba, and then so Bataba second. I'm the firstborn at home, and we are 5. Itakoba majama mbere and namajama na. Mina my favorite papa. That's what I know. And my friend, and we are very close.
You know, that is how you used to sign out even when you were with the SABC. Please, could you do exactly how you used to praise your father? Just do it for me.
And as I'm talking to you, I'm with my dad. I'm home now, taking care of him. You know, it's not okay. But the matibula reni wa Ibrahim Mpondo malengo ko unga matatazi ehantu watohosi ungatohosi nsena tohosi leti tiveka ka me vona mafambelo na maendlelo leswaku hina hati twisile.
I love that. Thank you so very much. May Papa's health improve, and my regards to him. I love him and he loves me. He's a great man. In fact, if it was not because of his health, we should be celebrating him. But while celebrating you, we are celebrating him. And Mama BEKA, just tell me a little bit. When we talk of Mama BEKA and things, like I say, you know, your name is a synonym to service. When and how did you earn that pet name of Mama BEKA?
Mama BEKA, but let's Mother Teresa. This name is heavy for me because I don't think we can stage Mother Teresa. Minike is the former radio presenter.
Oh, yes.
We're working just here in Zanin. So no. Ninge got the second house because it was tough. And he said, no, you are Mother Teresa. That's how I got the name.
Oh, yes.
But it's not, I'm not happy about it. It's too heavy for me. I don't want to lie. And people say Mama BEKA, even you, Pastor, you say Mama BEKA. I'm surprised. I don't understand why you say Mama.
You know.
You better say I'm your sister or your daughter.
You know, there are names that your parents gives. There is a name that you give yourself, but there's a name that God gives, and God will not stand up from heaven and say, "This is your name," but He will raise people to confer that name, because this name is synonym to your act. In fact, it's clear explanation of exactly who you are, what you stand for, and what you do. So next time, never tell somebody, "Don't call me Mama BEKA." We're not calling you Mama BEKA because of age. We're not calling you Mama BEKA because of, but we call you Mama BEKA because you are a mother of many. You have been a mother of the destitute. You reached out. You continue
funny
to
enough,
reach out.
Pastor. in 2005, when I received an award, it was just Community Builder of the Year. So my dad was there. So when they called my name, they said, Mama BEKA, and my dad was like, Mama, you play Mama. And now we call him Mama BEKA.
Yes.
I mean, if he wants something from me, he say, Mama BEKA.
Yes.
Mama BEKA. And I'm looking at him and say,
That's
I
true.
don't understand what you're saying.
That's beautiful. That's beautiful. And Mama BEKA, I'm so excited to have you tonight, and we want to take that journey. But if you could tell me in 2-3 words, how did your journey of reaching out, of touching lives, devoting yourself, your time to community service, how was that born? Where did it start?
Papa va tala ku vula ku ri loko ni sungula ku vulavula the first word were I khongeleni. And when I was a student, retiree and Hudson High School, I was like, why vana lava va nga dyi xinkwa and loko ku ri break and van'wani va nga ri na tintangu, and my parents will tell you that or unteka whatever I have and give ntsala ni nga ri na nchumu. Shoes, dresses, food, and Pastor right. I used to steal food to help. It's true. What I'm saying is true. I used to steal food from my parents and give to my friends. And they can even testify for that.
Yeah. And so it started.
I used to steal, and it helped now.
So it started when you were still very young.
Yes, when I was very young.
And but what do you have something that you can say exactly? Did you see somebody in need? What exactly happened? Because children normally they are very selfish. You see them even when they play. You see one child with toys, and they don't want to share with others. They want to play alone. They want to have all the toys for themselves. So children naturally they become selfish. What triggered this? What exactly happened?
I don't know. Just happened. I think it's a gift from God.
Yes.
I can't even explain
that. Very powerful. But I must say, we are so excited to have a person like yourself. There's a story that even today does not leave my mind, of a family who lost their loved one. I don't know for how long, and then you came and said this family they lost their loved one, and I will need. It's like they say they found the corpse in one mortuary, and I would love to give the person a decent burial. I remember having to go and view with the family also and view the deceased. That's a picture that, when somebody has been dead for a very long time, the picture is not leaving my mind today. But finally, that individual was given a decent burial, and the family found closure. What exactly? How did people locate you? How did people know that if we go to Mama BEKA, she will be able to help us in this situation? Because it's like they were calling you Malamlele, they're calling you Mamito, they're calling you this side. What exactly happened?
Remember, as I'm saying that I don't even know how to explain this because it's just a gift from God. And when I was still young, I remember one of my friends, I remember because of pain. Aloba, my best friend.
Oh yes.
Even today, I don't know. I still see that picture. And young Karat. So I think you woman from there. Morning Bella someone in the street says, Mina Namban Fraser, then Tamakona.
with Mama BEKA. This
Yes, that's
wonderful.
right.
Yes, I can hear you. Don't worry, I can hear you. Can you hear me? I can hear you. Just relax. I can hear you, Sister BEKA. Let's just take this commercial break.
Ladies and gentlemen, here it is.
Streaming 24/7.
24/7.
Bold Moves Radio.
Bold Moves Radio.
Afrika nakupenda sana. Oh, Afrika nakupenda sana.
Mina ni vulavula ku hi mina Reni Pondo Ntsanwisi. BEKA i mativula ya la kaya. Ku sungula a ha ri ntsongo swinene kwalomu ka va 2 years a ri munhu loyi a rhandzaka hi vanhu hi nga twisisi. Se loko a ya a karhi a kula a nghene xikolo, loko xave swilo u veka la firijini a hamba a pambula a longela vanghana. Se hi hlamala ku why swi hela, mara loko hi twe ku a ngo swi tlangisa hi twe hi tsaka swinene. Hambi ku ri movha wa mina, loko se a kurile a sungula mintirho leyi a teke movha ni chele petiroli yi tele, loko a ya vuya u ri kwalomu ka va empty. Loko a hlamusela ku u huma ka Van'walamulele, ku huma kwihi, laha a pfune vanhu, twe swi hi tsakisa kunene. Mara xin'wana a ni hlamali ku swilo swi a nga lo swi thumba hansi. U tekele hi ku ehleketa ka mina eka vakokwa wa yena lowa xinuna i Hudson Ephraim Ntsanwisi, ku nga ri professor wa papa. Na vona a va ri vanhu va ku tirhela tiko, va pfuxa tiko ra ka Mhlava, ngopfungopfu eKhujwana. Se va mhani na voho a ri munhu wun'wana a va nga chavi ku loko ku karhi ku titimela va hluvula Jesi va nyike n'wana xikolo ku ri a nghena xikolo u twe xirhami. Se hi twa swi hi hlamarisa. Ni khensa ngopfu na Nkuna loyi a tirha eka Munghana Lowunene ya ri Radio Bantu. U ze a swi vulavula a ku loko BEKA a ri xikolweni eHudson, vana va xikolo va n'wi hleka va ku u lorha ngopfu, u ri u ta eAmerika. Mara sweswi u yile Amerika na va England na matiko man'wanyana. A va ha vuli nchumu vana lavaya, kambe hi nge va soli. A swi ri swa nkarhi wa kona. Na khensa.
Ladies and gentlemen, here it is.
Streaming 24/7.
24/7.
Bold Moves Radio.
Bold Moves Radio.
Afrika nakupenda sana. Oh, Afrika nakupenda sana.
Welcome back. You're listening to Bold Moves Radio. We are live on YouTube and Facebook, and thank you so very much. We're celebrating the life of one of our great mother, that is Mama BEKA. Her life has been about reaching out, touching lives, and we just thank God for this great woman, and we trust that her journey will inspire somebody tonight. And Mama BEKA, look me to what comes to your mind?
Right. That's right. My best is one of the best. I use his calm, his support, whatever I was doing. Even now, even a wheelchair is not okay, but he still supports me whatever I'm doing. And as I'll be hosting the first World Cup in March, I wish if he can live and be in the stadium just to see listening as and by support I'm going ekhaya. I mean I'm Angabula is the last one. And my dad will always say, because You go to America without paying, Denmark without paying. You know, I think I was not aware of that. I'm saying, but that's a strike. Look, there is the car. I'm because I'm
were we partners in crime?
yeah.
But we just
So
want to
we
thank
need to
God.
pay back the money.
We must pay back the money.
Yes.
But that's beautiful.
And he's turning 87 this year.
Wow. Xikwembu xi va hlayisi impela.
And I'm the first born.
Va vona migingiriko ya wehe. And then, Sis BEKA, growing up, what was your dream? How lava ku endla yini? And what did you finally pursue in the line of studies, if I may ask that?
And to study music, especially BA music.
Okay.
And I don't know how to do. I don't know how. I'm just like, but to do in a good way. But I knew, even when I was about 12, that I'll be famous. I know Steve says, yes.
And how did you come to know that? Like they say, Nalia used to say, hey, about America. What is it that made you think that way? Who is the person where I end the the possibilities? It's possible to go to America. It's possible to go to that. Who has been your inspiration? Who is that person?
I'm like Joseph. I am a dreamer. I'm just like it. And I'm still dreaming. And I told them that I'll be the first in the world to do something unique. And now I'm the first in the world to host the Granny Soccer World Cup.
Wow.
It's history, Pastor. They are writing books about me. In America and Denmark, I'm celebrated. And here in South Africa.
No, you know
what I'm trying to say, I'm more celebrated in America and other countries than here in South Africa.
And we are on your case. That is why we have started to celebrate you. You know one beautiful thing about our home ground, that is your country, your community, is that they don't celebrate you soon, because if they celebrate you soon, you will not reach far. You will be a local champion. You'll be a local champion. But when it's like,
I'm celebrated, Pastor.
No, listen to this. Listen to this.
You know why I'm saying this?
No,
okay.
Listen to this. When you started, you were not celebrated. Why? Because you were to be pushed so that you prove yourself. You see that? And sometimes, and also to test why you do things that you do, because sometimes people do things for reasons that are very, very weak, and when they don't get the applause, they leave it. But you kept on doing what you were doing when you were not celebrated. Today, there's no way in which we cannot celebrate you. You know, if in fact, Mama BEKA, hey, I'm not too. You know, I know her. A person was honored by the President of the Republic. Oh, now we celebrate you. And that is life. I think that is life. You see, Joseph, if he was celebrated by his brothers, he would not have ended in Egypt, because they would have kept him in his hometown and he would never become the prime minister. So we celebrate you today, my dear, because you have paid your school fees. You worked, you pushed when it was like, why are you concerned about everybody else? But now we understand. Now we see your dream. Now, even when you say you're the dreamer, we now know it. We don't have and that is very powerful. But we just want to say, Sis BEKA, especially tonight, we just want to say, you know what? We are proud of you. We are proud of your contribution. I sit here, I remember a lot of things, but in celebrating you, Because one other thing that I know you for, so
And even sitting here is tough for me because I don't even know what to say.
Okay, let's just take this commercial break and we shall be back.
Loyi a vulavulaka i Samuel Ntsonghwisi ni ntsongwana ya Sis BEKA ni last born ka voho. Sis BEKA khale na khale I think lexi ni nga ta mi byela xona i ku a ku ri munhu wo nyikela hi ku na loko a ha kula mi ta kuma ku a teka swilo xin'wana na xin'wana lexi a ri na xona a nyikela a sala nga ha ri na nchumu na sweswi i swin'wana leswi n'wi karhataka because mi kuma ku hambi a ri na switsongo leswi a nga na swona mara a nga lava ku vona munhu un'wana a hlupheka swa n'wi karhata swinene loko a vona munhu un'wana a hlupheka ya so i munhu wa tani and i munhu wa ku lava ku vona swilo swi humelela i khale a ri na norho lowu wa ku vona World Cup yi humelela ya vakhegula and sweswi swi le ku endlekeni hi March yi ta humelela and yeah so i swin'wana leswi a nga swi pulana kusuka khale so ni ringeta ku vula ku i munhu wa ku landzelerisa swilo swi ze swi humelela inkomu sweswi a tlangeriwaka ni vona swi ri kahle wa swi deserve.
Ladies and gentlemen, here it is.
Streaming 24/7.
24/7. Bold News Radio.
Afrika nakupenda sana. Oh, Afrika nakupenda sana.
You're listening to Bold Moves Radio, and I'm Strike. I'm your host, and my guest is none other but Mama BEKA Tinghwazi. That's Rebecca Tinghwazi, a philanthropist, a mother, a woman who's so selfless, who reaches out, who lays her life down to serve everybody else. This BEKA, when you hear your brother Sam Akarabalabula, what comes to your mind?
Okay. Well, I'm the first born, he's the last born in 1968, and the 1986. You know, my dad always says, you and Sam, nanga mi lawyer, anga record. Thanks, Sam. And I'll always love you because you are behind the preparation, the training World Cup. Thank you very much for your support.
That's beautiful. That's beautiful. Another thing that is very true, you cannot stop it. In fact, today, when we talk of Mama BEKA, just take us through. Bakegul today is an international brand, but what motivated you to form this soccer team for grannies? If you look back, what exactly happened? Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
But that's like it was in 2003.
Okay.
I was sick because of colon cancer. So as I was going through the process of the treatment, one of my doctors advised me I had to exercise because I was sitting in a wheelchair. You know this story because you are the one who helped me. The time I was walking with crutches, the time I was in a wheelchair. That process, it was not okay. And cancer treatment is bad. I don't want to lie. It's very, very much bad. So what happened when I was home one day and my parents didn't want me to go out. And the newspapers wrote something very bad about me that I'm dying. And I decided to sneak out of the house. You know, look, hey, Mama BEKA. So they joined me. So two grannies joined me as I was walking. And look, we figure round the kangaroos. We decided we were just walking. And these boys were playing soccer, maybe 50 meters from us. What happened? We could get soccer ball. One of the grannies tried to run and kick that ball, but she missed. I did the same. I missed. I think I missed twice. And I didn't laugh because I was serious. And the boys were laughing. And we tried for the third time. We missed. But it was to miss that ball again. And these boys were laughing at us. They came and then Batangai Bolonia,
Mm.
you know, and then Yakaya.
Mm.
The following day, I received a call from this granny,
Mm.
and she said, Mama BEKA, you know, I slept very well yesterday.
Mm.
Why? You know, what you did yesterday, it was okay.
Mm.
So if I tell her for the second time, and I said, what? You know, I was not even ready. But we did that. About 5 o'clock. And people were looking at us laughing. They didn't know what one day will be like this. That's what happened. That's how we started Bakegula. But today they are not laughing.
Do you remember exactly who's that old lady who said, you know what, let's go back? Oh, yes. And
Kokwani, the bull, Anna Boma. She's still playing for us and she's 82.
She's 82.
Yes, I'm with her today.
Wow. That's beautiful. Okay, let's just.
And she's active.
She's very active. 82.
Yes.
Okay, let's just take this.
And the oldest, I think, is 86.
The oldest, 86, and they are they are playing. Okay, BEKA, let's just take this commercial break. When we come back, we are going to zoom in on the formation, how you then started the team. Yes, you started by walking a ball somehow straight to your direction, and then the old lady tried to kick it, miss it, and the boys were laughing, but that triggered something. So we want to I want you to explain to us exactly how then you began forming the team and what were some of the challenges or some of the things that when you look back, you see exactly vividly your humble beginnings. But allow me to take this commercial break.
Sungula na mixeweta hi vito ra matimba ra Yesu Kristo wa Nazareta. Mixeweta hinkwenu na pastor na sis BEKA na n'wehe va misava hinkwayo na mixeweta hi vito ra matimba ra Yesu Kristo. Sis BEKA leswi u nga swi endla eka misava hinkwayo kusukela emfungeni wa malwandle ha ku rhandza hi ku hi wehe u nga sunguli ku hi dyondzise ku ra hi bolo a hi nga swi koti namuntlha lowu hi fambe matiko hi tinyungubyisa hikwalaho ka wehe ndlela ka swivunguvungu a hi ri koho hi yaka koho se ni n'wananga emitirho ya wehe ya hlamarise misava hinkwayo loko famba va hi languta leswi hi mbarisaka swoho hi mbale empahla ya ku tsariwa vakhegula va hi tsakele vanhu va swi lave vanhu va va hi vona sweswi lembe leri hi March so yini estadium xa hi xa nkowankowa na vanhu ku ta tala va rindzele ku ta vona emisava hinkwayo leyi taku haleni va ta hlalela vakhegula la bolweni leyi nga yi sungula hi 2007 August 13 August ta ku wa vunharhu hi sungule bolo until namuntlha hi nga na 15 years full leri ra 16 hi tlange bolo hi vakhegula va la nkowankowa ni misava hinkwawo vakhegula lava tlangaka bolo ha mi khensa hinkwenu hi nge Xikwembu a xi hi rhangele BEKA a hi hanyele hi ri tani hi vakhegula hi ri BEKA hi hanyele halala vakhegula va nkowankowa halala misava hinkwayo halala.
Ladies and gentlemen, here it is.
Streaming 24/7.
24/7.
Bold Moves Radio.
Bold Moves Radio.
Afrika nakupenda sana, oh Afrika nakupenda sana.
Okay, you are watching and listening to Bold Moves Radio, and I'm your host, Pastor Strike, and my guest is none other but Mama BEKA. I just want to say to you, our friends on Facebook, welcome. I see Mielan Shuma. Thank you so very much Esther Bongile Manaz. Thank you, my dear sisters. Thank you so very much. I see also who else here. Moponi's Salvation. Thank you. Chipi Warabura. Recobatanganeza. Tiselani makubele akwahala. Aha ni wati hosi. Matibule ya reni. Sizandile, thank you so very much. We're seeing Mkateko Smang. Thank you. My friend Mohammed Shaiful Kabir. Thank you, my friend, for watching. And then, is it Mitloti Midaga? Thank you, Pastor Joylene. Thank you. And then, Bukone Meshabele. Thank you, family, for being with us. Zuni Baloy. And then, July Malarila. Thank you, July. And then, Mitloti Midaga there. Thank you so very much for being with us. We really, really appreciate. And those of you who are on us on Bold Moves Radio, thank you so very much for listening to Bold Moves Radio. And we are in conversation with none other but Mama BEKA Ntangwis. And thank you so very much, Mama BEKA. You heard Kokwani Vuma. She's the one you say she's 82 years, eh?
Yes.
And what?
And she travels the world, eh?
She travels the world.
She has been to America in 2010, 2014 Brazil, 2016 Russia, 2019 France, and we stayed there for 2 weeks.
And what would you love to say to her? You know, she said, "Hala, Allah, hanyele." What would you love to say to Mama, to Kokwani Vuma?
And that's Kokwani Vuma cancer because they can be 16 years kufika ka siku ra namuntlha, and the support leyi va nga nyika yona swa kala. And this year loko ni heta World Cup, vanhu va America va tsale buku hi mina, and then va lava ku yi launcha, so ni famba na vona to America. Ni ta va hi tour-a America hinkwayo. And tin'wani pastor loko ni vulavula hi Kokwani Vuma, I remember Russia, hi mina ni nga sungula team. France, I'm celebrated because hi mina ni nga sungula team. And I'm also the first ubana yona in Russia. And in America. And now I have a team in Denmark. I'm okay. And I don't even know what to say. I just thank God. Because after cancer, here I am.
And just because when we talk of cancer, that is the most feared word, cancer. You know, look, cancer, what can you say? Because there are people that might be watching that have been diagnosed of cancer and who think that's it, they are done, they are finished. But here you are. You know, I remember, like you said, we've been together those years while you were on crutches, and they're like, today you're not on crutches.
Thank you.
Today you're not on crutches. You're strong, you're well. So just take us through, you know, and encourage somebody who might. And in the process of time, I know for a fact that you have been out there. You have been associating, helping even people that were dying of HIV/AIDS when it was rife, when people would not even go closer to somebody who was HIV positive. But you have served, you have reached out, you have watched people, you have done all that. Let's forget a little bit about soccer. Let's go to that one, because honestly, before soccer, that's what I knew you for, a caregiver.
Pastor, it was not okay. Newspapers were writing about me. And my friends left me. I don't think even a support your car. Only few like Pastor Strike and Mama Joylene, thanks so much. And some few doctors. My lovely dad, my mom. You know, I remember the last time my dad It was around 12 o'clock midnight,
Mm.
and I was in pain.
Mm.
And my dad drove me to the hospital,
Mm.
and my mom was crying
Mm.
because it is the end of me.
Mm.
And my mom was saying, but my dad was holding me, like a baby.
Mm.
It was not easy.
Mm.
And my dad was saying, you'll be okay, my firstborn.
Mm.
I was in ICU.
Mm.
So it was not okay, but I don't know how I survived.
Mm.
Maybe it's because of the love of people
Mm.
and the support that I give
Mm.
to others. I don't know,
Mm.
but all this is because of God.
Mm. And that experience, BEKA, that experience, what would you say to somebody? When you are reduced to be like a baby, daddy having to carry you and being in hospital, ICU, out and all that. And this is what people are going through. This is what can you say to the families with a patient who's fighting cancer or fighting any other condition that might be life-threatening? You like you said, parents or family were there, pastors, some of your friend pastors, some of the people that you had touched their lives, they were there. What can you say about the need for family to stand, support, and for people who knows us? Yes, we know, we normally say when days are dark, friends are few, but there are those who stick with you. There are those who come when they are needed the most. What can you say about the support system when somebody is battling a health or fighting a health battle?
It's like they need support.
Mm.
They need us.
Mm.
You go all out and support that person.
Mm.
Than writing bad things on social media. It is not good. And another thing I'll say, loko urika that process, they laugh at us. And when in you are that situation, of which is not good. They need support. We need support. I still need support because sometimes you are not okay because you are still going through that process, your treatment. Remember, it's on remission. On remission. Look, sometimes you die. Like this radio presenter who is going through this process now, not about this radio station. But when you look at him, he needs us. But people, no, he's teaching us about this process and that cancer is. And you may think you don't have it, but one of your relatives, and you may think you'll not have it, but I'm telling you, BEKA, as yes I can. So we need to support one another.
Very true, Sister BEKA. And then, do you have a light? Because now it's getting darker where you are. Can somebody switch on a light for you? I just see that BEKA is there, but honestly, I don't see you. Thank you so very much, Sister BEKA. We in conversation with Mama Tinghwazi, a great woman with a great heart, the founder of Bakegulu, the soccer team that is encouraging our grannies to exercise, to improve their health. You've seen and you've heard Kokwani Vuma, who's 82 years, who is traveling the world and who's still a player. I'm telling you, that's Mama BEKA now. Thank you so very much. I can see you.
And thanks to Sam.
Sam is a technical producer there. Thanks, brother Sam. Thank you so very much. And having said that, I would love to also take this time and appreciate my producer here, Dr. Mavila Matebola. Hey, thank you so very much, sir. Thank you for making sure that you're putting this show together. And I really, really appreciate you. And you are a man with a big heart. Now, You said a lot about supporting each other. But another thing, Sis BEKA, what, you have been up and above and about, even when you were sick, even when you were not well. You have been reaching out. What is it that kept you moving?
God,
Mm,
that's the answer.
mm,
And I'm saying I don't even understand myself. I'm just like that.
mm.
Mm.
Wow, true of Mother Teresa, who said, I do not pray for success, I pray for faithfulness. But how do you compare to the original Mother Teresa? Has she in any way, and her works, her life, in any way impact on you when you look at Mother Teresa, that great woman? How did her story, how did her life impact on you?
As a Christ, Mother Teresa had nothing.
Mm,
And when I die,
mm,
I don't want that expensive funeral.
mm,
You just give me a coffin,
mm,
not expensive.
mm.
Whatever I have, give to the poor.
Mm.
I always tell my parents and my kids that.
Mm,
No expensive funeral.
mm,
When you come, just donate, build a house for someone,
mm.
or give bursary,
Mm.
or something. I don't know what, but do something.
Mm,
Because remember, I'll be dead by that time.
mm, mm.
So if you meander an expensive funeral, you are wasting your money and time.
But how do
That's me. That's my will.
yes, that's your wish, that's your will. And it becomes very hard to fulfill because because everybody wants to celebrate and to acknowledge what you have done. But also, I'm happy because you have got Mama BEKA Foundation. Tell us a little bit about the foundation and how people can be part of that, because that's like immortalizing yourself, even while you're still alive, making sure that there is an entity, there is something that represents you, which represent your heartbeat, represent your something that consumed you, which is reaching out. What can you tell us about Mama
And
BEKA Foundation?
before we go on, I said something like, that's my will. I wanted to say, that is on my way. William and that's it. Yes. And then Mama BEKA Foundation, it started maybe in 2003. And before, I was building houses, giving support to the HIV patients, and trusting my patients, and giving bursaries. It started like that. And this thing, Bategula came in 2007.
So tell us, like I said, Mama BEKA Angakubalabula. Tell me about the foundation.
You want more?
I said, what can you say about the foundation? What does it do? How can people support it? Like you said, your will says, please do something for somebody. And the foundation, I think, it is the vehicle that can carry all your aspirations, that can carry all your programs and projects going forward. So let's talk about it.
Okay, so now I'm building a house
Okay.
at the Bola village, and it's a year and a half now. And I want people to support us. That old lady is, I think, 90 years. So I can't finish the house, and it is not easy for me because I use my salary and the support of my friends. And it is not good because now it's at a roofing level, but we can't. This is the second year. I am not happy. I need people to support us.
Mm, mm,
And we have this Bakegula issue.
Mm.
We have countries that are coming to South Africa now. We
Mm.
don't have money.
Mm.
And Pastor, let me tell you something that you don't know about me.
Mm.
I borrow money
Mm.
to help.
Mm.
You know, it is not a good thing.
Mm.
I loan money. It is not good. And not for myself, but to help.
Mm.
That's why because
Mm.
I don't understand myself, but I just want to help.
Mm.
I think it's a disease,
It's a good one.
but I don't know what kind of disease it is.
Mm.
Maybe you'll help me, Pastor.
Yeah, that is this is a very,
Wherever I am, I just want to help.
Mm. Mm.
Mm.
And then is there where they can contact you? Is there a place they can is there a place they can contact you?
I think the problem is road saving this side.
Okay. But can you hear me now?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm saying, is there a number where people can contact you and hear more about what you're doing?
I think so. They'll have to contact my younger brother, Samsung, with it at 079
Zero-
194 8024.
Don't fly. 79
194
194 and then
8023.
8023. So they can contact Sam and then he will be able to direct them on what to do. Because you know what is BEKA, what I'm trying to say is that it is very much important for people to be made aware of what you are doing. That is why, as I celebrate you being your brother, that is why I say I know you may be much better. You're a woman of few words, but today I want you to talk because I want people to hear what you are doing and how you are doing it. For example, you're talking now of a house which you are battling to finish it, and for a beneficiary who's
And it's not my house.
a beneficiary who's about you say 90 something years, that a house must be finished so that the beneficiary can one day depart this world being in their own house. So that is why I say, let us know what you are doing and let people know how they can help, how they can be part of it. Did you know that when you are doing good, people do not know your needs, but when they look at you, they see the needs of people. Some they can even say, "Loyi ilava mama bheka loyi." Problem leyi lava mama bheka, but abasutivi swa ku mama bheka una ti-resources ku fika kwihi. And now that Bakegulu is international, they even say, "Oh, Mama Beka, she's got all the pounds, she's got all the euros, she's got all the dollars and all that." And it's important people to know. But thank you so very much to know that Mama Beka Foundation is busy building a house. Miteka bevula, ne?
And I need support.
Yes.
To finish the house. Please. It's not my house.
Thank you so
It's
very
not my
much.
house.
I trust that our listeners and our viewers are hearing that, and I want to say, our wonderful listeners and viewers, if you can pick up that number on the screen and be able to contact Sam and be able to see how you can support and help. Mama Beka, let's go back to Bakegulu. And my dear wonderful viewers and listeners, the program is Minkondzo Tinghwazi. I am your host, Pastor Strike, and my producer is Dr. Mavila Matebula. The program runs for an hour, 30 minutes. So we are about 2 minutes after the hour, 7 o'clock. And but we trust that you're getting something. And as we celebrate this great woman, I would love for us also to extend our helping hand and be able to help her as she continues reaching out to the needy, reaching out to the destitute. Mama BEKA, how did the soccer team start? Like I said, I want to know, you told us about walking, and the ball fortunately came your way, and Kokwan tried to kick it and miss it. Let's talk about now the formation of the team itself, and if you could expand it for us and let us know how you then said we're starting a team, and what were the experiences. You know, phela our risk anything can happen, because and then so on. But tell us a little bit about how you started and the risks that you had to face and the joys and the experiences that you would love to share with us.
So when we started, as I said, we kicked the ball, we missed. It was not an easy road, because the following day we went to the soccer field, and what happened there, as we were playing, people will pass and they were laughing at us. And, you know, it was not even easy to tell them to wear the soccer kit. Pastor, I suffered. It's premise. Remember that some they'll always say, Mama BEKA, we can't wear this. What will people say about us? And it was not easy. But the best thing is to wear a tight and then umbala a soccer kit.
Oh yes.
Lokosias Karsia, they were happy and excited, because people will say, this thing is a ball. So to them it was like, wow, we are celebrated from home now. But the other challenge, they wear something on their head. But this friend will tell you that trying a ball without wearing something on my head. Because my hair is not okay. I have to wear something the time when we play. So let's wear something, but a uniform. And then he wants us to start again. And let me tell you something, why Americans or Banba overseas, it's because of the way we dress as Bakegula. We wear something on Latin Shokwenta and and the history itself. And I'm telling you, people try to copy us, but when you go to America or any country, no matter what you do, the founder.
And then yes, it was tough when you started, especially the dress code with I see them here. And I can see that. But how did you break through, and how is the situation now? How are you received, and how is the Nkwa community receiving Bakegulu laba namunta batangaku bolo internationally? What is the reception? Nibona lawan ba bena masokis kahle ya lawan komba kuri Bakegulu now they are a soccer team. Namani la hambi captain hambi goalkeeper. So they Mama BEKA. Mama
Yes.
All right.
And one of the best goalkeeper.
Oh yes.
Internationally.
And okay. And then how did you break through? Starting, it was a little bit harsh, because, like you say, money look ibabla isumbalu akerekeni kutala kolang swakaba manan mambalele kufana kumbaraso. So it was tough in the beginning, but how is it now, and how are the churches receiving?
Right.
Yes.
Pastor said you have a church now. Look, I'm going to sungula that church. I'm going to you start somewhere, and then you should start to. If you want to succeed in whatever you are doing, you know, if you have a dream, follow your dream. And don't be discouraged by, your friends or whoever. Follow your dream. and we'll succeed.
Mm.
It is not easy because we don't share the same dream. I was discouraged. And I'm telling you, even today, it's minor things. So sungula utafika la ulava kona.
Yes. Wow, that's beautiful. That's beautiful. Okay, Mama BEKA, let's just take this short commercial break, and when we come back, we are going to look at Bakegulu traveling or touring the world, and then I want to know, even when they go to Russia, going to Denmark, going to America, what are you doing? Who are you playing with there? And we will get that when we come back. But Nongonoko, Minkondzo, Tinghwazi, Footprints of Legends, The Legacy, and I'm your host, Pastor Strike, and I am with my wonderful guest, that is Mama BEKA Tinghwazi, and we are celebrating this woman's life and celebrating her works, and I trust that it's gonna be fine, and you and I are going to learn quite a lot of things from this great woman and from what she does. Thank you so very much. And then we are taking this commercial break.
My name is Jean Duffy. I play soccer on a women's team in the United States and have written a book about BEKA and the soccer grannies. BEKA is my hero because she has provided these women with the opportunity to become physically fit and improve their health. But more than that, through football, these women prove that they are strong and resilient and can stand proud in their community. Mama BEKA is my hero.
Streaming 24/7.
24/7.
Bold Moves Radio.
Bold Moves Radio.
Afrika nakupenda sana. Oh, Afrika nakupenda sana.
Okay, from so Nongonoko Minkondzo ya Tinghwazi. I am with my guest, Mama BEKA Tinghwazi, and I trust that all is well, and don't mind. I was just reconnecting a call that we lost each other, but now I got her back, and thank you so very much. And Mama BEKA, tell me, Lokomitwa Jane Abalabula, a lady who wrote a book about you in the US, and how did you meet her, if I may ask to start with?
She read about me in the newspapers, and we connected. And when we visited America in 2010, that's how we met officially. And she decided to write a book about me that will be launched in June, America. But here in South Africa, because I think we'll have a gala dinner before the tournament. And I'll be touring America, promoting the book. I'm invited there.
And then I asked the question, how did you break through in an international platform? You started traveling, the team started traveling. What exactly, how did it start? Which country did you travel, and how did it come about?
Okay, the country that I traveled is America in 2010. And then 2014.
No, before that, talk about 2010. How did it come about that you go 2010? How did
Pastor Fry, yes.
Yes, how did it come about? How did that door open for you to travel in 2010 to the US?
I think it's because of the journalists. They were writing a lot about me.
Okay.
Mm.
And then what happened?
Jean read about me, and she introduced me to CNN and BBC.
Okay.
That's how I met her also.
And then 2010, the team traveled to the US.
Yes.
And then were you invited to go and play, and with which team? Were they having a team for the elderly there, or what exactly was the tour about?
They did not have. They wanted me to come and introduce what I was doing in South Africa that side. And we traveled to Massachusetts, Boston, and we established a team, and we are now about Jean. And now we have more than 42 teams in America. They are there.
How many teams? How many teams?
42 teams. My teams, not my teams. I have 42 teams in America. I also have teams in Russia. But Russia, you know, it is not easy. I don't know why. I also have a team in Togo. My team that I started. I also have a team in Mali. They're also coming to South Africa. I have a team in Zambia. I have a team Malawi, Zimbabwe, Mozambique. Mozambique also have Nayaba Papa. I'm waiting for you, Pastor Strike, to come and play with us. We also have a team.
I'm just waiting for next year when I retire, then I can join it.
But I'm waiting for Pastor Jaylin.
No. She does not qualify for Kegulu yet.
So I also have a team. Well, I'm invited. Mauritius.
Oh yes.
Team. Okay. I think I'll be visiting Mauritius after the International World Cup playing that I hosted this month. I'll be visiting Mauritius. After Mauritius, I'll be going to Denmark because they are playing, but not at the tournament. So tournament, but they're coming to South Africa. I'm also going to America. This is a busy year for me, Pastor.
And then tell me, Mrs. Baker, with all the teams that you're starting, what are some of the testimonies, or what are some of the stories of those particular teams? And it's like they are mushrooming just like that. What are they saying? How is it benefiting them? What needs are the teams of the aged or the grannies addressing, if I may ask?
Remember, Pastor, we have a problem. Maybe eligible 60 or 50, we have a problem of dementia and maybe high blood and what else. You know, when you get older, we have a lot of things that come to us. So in Togo, they're excited. Reason being that two grannies were not okay, even here in South Africa, but I'll not mention names. And people thought maybe Bakokwan Lava, they are not well. You know, they associate it maybe with witchcraft. At the end of the day, they ban them, not understanding what the problem is, only to find that it's dementia. And I think even the grannies in America, they'll testify because we have dementia and people are taken so when I'm like that. It's because of a disease. So we need to understand that and support them. I think that is the testimony that I have now. Yeah, dementia correct. And we also have the level of stress. and teenage pregnancy because, Pastor, I'll not allow my grannies to be home that will practice. That I'll not allow that.
Oh, yes.
So if you have a child, take your child to school, or you take that child in a crash. Hey, but remember, so we need to enjoy. And the lipstick, you'll see them when you come. World Cup, the lipstick, it's you know, we just want to show his talent and and the level of stress. And I have 3 things coming up at the strike. Let me tell you something that you don't know. When you kick the ball, it also helps you the hips.
Oh yes. Oh yes.
And yes, that hips knee replacement, hip replacement, but we have reduced that. When you run, remember that when you run, it's the whole body, the hands, head, legs, everything. So the blood flows easily.
Yeah.
And when we laugh, when we laugh, we laugh, it relaxes the muscles from the stomach. When you have a problem, it starts from the stomach. And it sends the blood to the veins, and then so when you laugh, it relaxes everything that is in you, and the blood flows easily.
Wow.
We don't. I give not the clot. I give not the stroke or one because of laughing. But no, so laughing is the best remedy.
Wow, that's beautiful. That's beautiful. And then, Mama BEKA, you're talking of the tournament, the very first Grannies soccer tournament hosted this year around March. Tell us a little bit about that.
It will be hosted in Tzaneen municipality, the first ever soccer tournament in the world. I'm the first to do that, of which I'm not proud. I just thank God. Just here in Tzaneen. And the reason why Inga got in Dautungan is not because we don't love them, it's because we are avoiding I received a call from America that they'll be flying maybe, I think it's 18 or 24 hours to come to South Africa, and they'll be tired by then when they arrive here. So moving from one place to another, it was we decided to play 1 second. Let's look at the and the reason why it's is because
yes.
So we have 23 teams coming. I think 14 international teams, and one is in African countries. So we have Togo, Mali, Benin, Mozambique, Malawi, and Zimbabwe. They are coming to South Africa to play with us. It is tough. I don't have money. Even our soccer grannies, they don't have soccer kits, and we don't have soccer balls, and we still need people to support and help me. And I'm happy because I'm partnering with you, Pastor, for this thing. It's not my thing, it's our thing. That's why I'm saying, your viewers is to support us. Mama BEKA, Pastor, let me tell you something. From America or Queen, but I'm not doing this for myself, I'm doing this for the community.
That's beautiful. That's beautiful. It's so good to hear. And how is the municipality receiving the project, the first ever, and we salute you, we celebrate you. I can imagine, a tournament, an international tournament for the aged. And I love how a tournament or how the soccer playing contributes in the health of our parents. That's just beautiful. Allow me to take this commercial break. We are about 8 minutes to go, and then when we come back, I just want to
Okay.
give you time and tell us everything that you would love to tell us about the tournament and about all that Mama BEKA is doing. But allow me right now just to take this short and commercial break. Thank you so very much.
Ngihlangane nasesibheka loko ngihlangana naSam
Hello.
and Kinsani, a firstborn in 2010. And ever since I've met her, I have seen the role of a mother, the role of a giver. I have seen someone who is there when no one is there. I have seen her sharing and giving out her love to those who deserve and to those who don't deserve love. She has been somebody whom I would always say a defender, a mother who knows what she stands for. And as we celebrate her, we are celebrating a mother who have given everything to the world and so little to herself. We have seen so much with her. We've seen Bakegula going abroad to France. And today, as we celebrate her, I want to say to Mama, you have been what the world has been looking for. And we can't ask for more. Your love has been more than enough. And God bless you and God keep you and keep on impacting the world. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, here it is.
Streaming 24/7.
24/7. Gold News Radio.
Afrika, nakupenda sana. Oh, Afrika, nakupenda sana.
Riperile, ndzi rhandza ku xeweta vayingiseri hinkwavo hi vito ra matimba ra hosi hina Yesu Kreste loyi a vulavulaka i Lydia Ntsanwisi i makwavo wa Sesibheka. So Sesibheka kusuka va ri vatsongo a ku ri munhu wa ku rhandza ku rhangela loko hi kha hi tlanga mitlangu na va rhandza ku leader mitlangu ya ku fana na micato loko va nga lead na kumeka swi nga va khomi kahle na ku ri munhu wa ku rhandza ku nghenela mphikizano ya ku fana na van'wambhuri na miphikizano yin'wana na yin'wana. So kona suka kha hamba vulavula leswaku yena u lava ku ya malwandle tindhawu ta ku fana na vo America ene u lava ku humelela eka ti-newspaper. Na ku ri munhu wa ku loko ku na swakudya laha kaya a rhandza ku xinera na vanghani va yena na ku ri munhu wa ku va na vanghani vo tala swa ku kusuka khale na ku ri munhu wa ku rhandza vanhu na ku ri munhu wa ku rhandza ku khutaza na ku khongotela vanhu lava nga ka swiyimo swa ku hambanahambana. So swilo leswi swi suka kusuka a khale a kula hi kha hi n'wi vona ku u ta kun'wana na swona. So sweswi eka nkarhi wa sweswi ku ya mahlweni rhandza ku Xikwembu i xi n'wi nyika matimba yo ya emahlweni na migingiriko ya yena a kha tirhela tiko a kha tirhela na vanhu a khensa swinene. Inkomu.
Ladies and gentlemen, here it is.
Streaming 24/7.
24/7. Gold News Radio.
Afrika, nakupenda sana. Oh, Afrika, nakupenda sana.
Almost 3 minutes to go. We're closing the programming of Minkondzo ya Tinghwazi. BEKA, what can you say about what Ribalani and Sis Lydia are saying as we celebrate you tonight before we close this show? BEKA? BEKA, I cannot hear you. I cannot hear you. Yes, Mama BEKA. I think you pressed the mute on your phone. Okay, let me see. Okay.
Pastor Strike?
Yeah, I can hear you now. I can hear you now.
Yes. Aniko, you told
Mama BEKA, I'm losing you again. Mama BEKA, I lost you. I lost you, Mama BEKA. Can you hear me? Mama BEKA. All right, all right, all right. Okay, yes, I lost her. I think we are battling with load shedding, but let me try and grab hold of her again as we close the show tonight. Okay.
Pastor Strike.
I lost you, Mama BEKA, as you do your...
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you as you do your closing
I was
remarks.
saying I need the support of people to make sure that we finish that house. It's an old lady. If something happened to her, I don't think I'll be okay. And I can't even sleep when I think of that old lady. We need roofing only so that we buy a hair. Now we know Pastor Strike na Mama Joylene. I indra mina. Tanane minipuna and love mali angwin and never queen hela. And other support. I mean, this is the first soccer tournament in the world. It's coming to our country, and me nan kan bla bla remuleri aka province hina. I'm telling you, there's a thing Lababanga approach right now. They say, Mama BEKA, bring it here, and then we'll support you. I'll not allow this. Ita aka province hina leni ranza kango, and I need the support. Yeah, everyone langa kona. Just to support me. Another thing, listening to Pastor Strike, Mina, I suffered a lot. Helping people is not easy. Sometimes my daughter said something last week and said, Mommy, hello, when I and I was like, Mina, I'm and only to find that me and Sam were busy making sure that that's me. And I think I sleep for 3 hours, pray, and think. I remember Dr. Shivambu from Guyana. When one day I was not okay for a week, he called and said, you know why you are not okay? And I said, no, I don't know. I'm sick. I'm not okay. And he said, no, because you think a lot about people. And when I was
Wow.
So, ako wena wa rivala and then kunika injection ku uti shaketa uti ma phone, but I can't because I want to help. So I need the support that people could look banpona aba endleli mina la ku pfuna vanhu. Mina I don't even have a house yeah fancy. I mean my house is just an ordinary house, Pastor. And I don't have a problem with it. If me complain, I mean and my mom sometimes complains and says, no. You have this, you can do this. But I'm happy with my life. I am okay. When I see you happy, I'm happy. So let's support the Granny Soccer World Cup. It's the best in the world.
Thank you so very much, Mama BEKA. We'll keep
and
in touch.
Right.
Yes.
I'm sorry. Are you aware that I'm now acting negatively now?
Yeah, no.
Yeah, Land of Blood season 3.
Congratulations.
And I also have Tinghwazi tingakona ka TV, but I'm gonna mention it. And I'll also have my documentary coming soon after the World Cup. America.
What about Mama says BEKA? Bye bye. Thank you so very much, my dear sister. Really appreciate the time to honor you, the time to celebrate you, and thank you so very much, our sister BEKA Ntsangwisi. She's such a blessing. Papa. Thank you, Ceci.
And say hi to Mama Joylene.
I'll do so, my sister. Thank you so very much. Say hi to Papa, and we're wishing him very well. He must recover speedily. Thank you so very
Nisusumela
much.
ka vona se. And Pastor, lastly, our visitors will visit some of the churches. They'll come to your church, 10 of them, 10 Americans and 10 from France. They'll come to your church, and we'll also have churches that will visit.
Thank you so very much. And we're not, this is not the last time we talk more special about the soccer tournament. We'll dedicate a session and talk about it. Thank you, Sis BEKA.
Be blessed, Pastor.
Thank you. Okay, my dear brothers and sisters, friends, thank you so very much for being with us on Bold Moves Radio, Facebook, YouTube, and Bold Moves Radio Direct. Thank you so very much. Really appreciate. We've had a great time, you know, talking to this great woman, Mama BEKA. You know, she's a great doer. She's not a speaker, she's a doer. You know, when you interview her, you must be fighting her to be able to give you something that she must dish out. But show her where there's a need. Show her where people are destitute. I'm telling you, she's a great woman. We celebrate you, Mama BEKA. The Lord bless you. The Lord increase you. I have given numbers on the screen for Mama BEKA. Please, for the brother, please see how you support them with whatever you have as they reach out. And of course, the soccer tournament coming this March, we are going to be updating about it, and then we are going to talk more about it. And I think I'll have to bring the daughter or the brother. Maybe they will be able to give us comprehensively of the arrangements. But I just want to say thank you so very much. This Pastor Strike for Bold Moves Radio. The program was Minkondzo Tinghwazi, The Legacy, produced by my own Dr. Mabila Matebula. Thank you, Doc, and blessings to you all, family. Have yourself a blessed and fruitful evening. Remember, tomorrow is church day. Let's go and worship in our different churches. Thank you so very much.